Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Outspoken. We are back and we are so excited about this episode. Yes. The infamous Snatch game, so exciting.
The episode that separates all the basics from the bitches who are killing it.
It's true, it always does.
I'm not serious. No, really, you're right.
I mean,
or the people who thought they were killing it.
Right.
We just got back from Texas. We were there for the weekend, bitch. It was amazing.
So fun.
Did you have fun?
Bitch, I got my life.
We're definitely going back, for sure.
It looked like fun.
Sure.
I saw the pictures in the videos.
Bitch, the good ones, not the messy ones. But no, we thought we'd keep that theme going and bring our bitch. She's from Dallas as well.
Yes.
She lives here in LA now. Edwin, thanks for joining, bitch.
Thanks for having me.
Alright, girl, not too much. Let's go. Let's get right. It was a good one, girl. So we gotta get right into it.
This is a crazy episode. The infamous Snatch game episode. We wait for it all year, every season. Starting out the episode, the girls were back in the workroom talking about last week's elimination. Vixen was feeling a little salty because she didn't even think she should have been in the bottom last week. Yeah, what do you guys think? She kind of had a salty attitude right off the beginning of the episode. There was a point where Eureka tried to like appreciate her because she appreciates her fans and give her a little love, and she got real defensive.
We've all had that moment where we felt like we shouldn't have been in the bottom.
Oh, girl, I never feel like I shouldn't be in the bottom.
I know, sis. I wasn't looking at you, girl. Vixen, like, I'm sorry, girl. I fucks with you, and I actually used to have a crush on you. Like,
we love
I thought he was cute, like, as a boy. I know, everyone was like, what? He was my zhuzh. But
Jeff does charity once a year. This is one of them.
Don't be mean.
I'm not being mean.
I was like, girl, like, come on, why are you coming off so strong? Like, you can't realize your own faults, and that bothered me throughout this whole episode. But we'll get to that.
Oh, right, lots to say about that. Monique's also feeling the pressure because all the girls brought up again her kind of budget looks. It's been a recurring theme for her the whole season. So, what'd you guys think? Were they a little hard on her for her budget looks, or you know, they're right. It is Drag Race.
I feel like they're hard on Monique in particular because I think they believe in her. They know that she's capable of so much more. And personally, I do hate when queens use that whole excuse of like, I don't have money, bitch. And I don't think that it's a bad thing to refer to a queen as a crafty queen. I think queens all need to be crafty in some some way, shape, or form. And I just feel like I don't care how much money you have, bitch. Like if you can, like we've had queens that have turned trash bags into fucking like something couture, you know. And either way, I still fucking live for Monique Hart though. There's nobody like that. Like
yes.
I mean, I agree. I mean, I'm sorry. Like you got to call them out. They're not bringing it. You know, I get she's a budget queen, but you still got to bring a look.
Right.
Or she have to go. I'm sorry, and that's why Brian's not here. Anyway. I'm kidding. See, she'll be back soon, sis. And I know y'all are counting down, girls.
Anyway.
All right.
I will say though, I think at the end of the day, passion will always outdo looks, money, connections. So at the end of the day, I think the passion that she put into the show is gonna come back to her.
Bitch, that's why she had most of the confessionals, because she carried the show.
She did, yeah.
But bitch, at the same token, they're not bringing looks. You can't keep them going.
Yeah.
That is, because
it's a balance.
What did Michelle Visage tell her? This is a competition, baby. I gotta, you know, judge you on your looks.
Right.
Because bitch, I love Monique. I loved her personality,
me too.
bitch, but... And there's this sense of like, oh man, like, because I felt sad when she left, because I get coming from a budget. Bitch, that's why I used to pop them tags.
No.
I was fucking young.
Besides this being the classic Snatch Game episode, it was also the classic library reading challenge for the mini challenge. Another favorite of everybody's. What did you guys think?
First of all, that's my favorite mini challenge all season long. Like, bitch, like, and it's not even the fact that they're insulting each other. It's the wit and the, you know, the comebacks that you really do. And their delivery has a lot to do with it as well. And like I said, this episode, I love it because it always separates the bitches who are killing it from the bitches who it's time for you to go, girl.
Right. I think last episode or 2 episodes ago that this season was so all over the place. I didn't see who was going to be in the final 4 and the final 3. After watching this episode, I think I know exactly who the final 4 are going to be. I really do. So I agree that this challenge between the library and the Snatch game, I'm almost positive I know the final 4.
What, you got something?
We'll get to it at the end. We'll go at the end.
No, do we have an owl on set? No,
we'll do that at the end after we talk about it.
I feel like I kind of know too, and who we'll find out later. It's one of my favorite challenges, bitch. I love a good read because, like you said, you gotta be quick, and not everyone's quick like that. It takes a second for people to catch on, so it will separate as far as that judge goes, you know,
right?
Because it's comedy, that's what it is, and. Eureka killed it for me. If we're going to go to my fave. Let me just jump into this real quick. A lot of people are complaining because she was on last season. But bitch broke her ankle. She deserves the right to come back because she was killing last season too.
Are a lot of people complaining about that?
Me and Claire were talking about it. Yeah.
Until she got voted off.
Actually,
I think that's all. I think it's fair. I think it's perfectly fair for her to come back.
We were just talking about how, like, you know, people are like complaining, saying because she like, you know, it's got money now because she was booked, and it's like, bitch, at the end of the day, you can bring looks, but you do got to bring personality and talent.
Yeah. And look at this. Shangela just competed for the 3rd time on All Stars with all the looks, all the professionalism, all the growth, all the personality, and she still didn't win. So who knows what could happen? They're being haters. Eureka has earned her spot. She's been doing amazing this whole season, and haters gonna hate. That's all it is.
Pretty much. And when she told Cameron, I just want you to fuck me.
That's
oh my god, bitch.
Same. Everyone in the workroom, everyone in the audience was like, yep, pretty much. So yeah, that was great. I thought this was actually one of the funnier ones. I think the past few seasons, the libraries haven't been quite as quick, but this one I thought everyone that they showed, or at least the moments they showed, were really funny.
Bitch,
everyone killed it.
I'm renewing my library card today.
Aquaria was good too. I thought Aquaria was good.
That is another one I have to say. Miss Aquaria.
She coming around.
But I can admit when I'm fucking wrong. Unlike some motherfucking people, Vixen. I can admit.
It's just gonna be one of those episodes, folks.
I can give credit where credit is due. Like, I think Aquaria. Like, I had this whole perception of her that she was just this young queen who was full of herself and knew that she served amazing fucking looks, because there's hands down, you know, I'm not trying to take that away from her, but I question them. Like, I always feel like that towards the queens who are just known specifically for their looks. I'm like,
judge them a little bit.
Absolutely. Because it's like, what are you going to bring if you're going to rely on that the whole season? Yeah, it's so shady.
Just because someone brings a look doesn't know, you can't just judge them. Oh, like, okay, girl, what else?
Oh, it wasn't just I was doing it off of social media.
Gotcha.
This bitch had no, I've never seen anything.
She's a young millennial. You never know. The young queens sometimes don't have, like, you know, the polish usually. They don't have, you know, the skills. They don't have the life experience. But I think she's doing
I never saw her acting in anything before the show. I never saw her doing any music or anything. So in my mind, she came across as just a queen who was beautiful and knew how to be her face.
Come out.
Yeah. And bitch, you did it. Congratulations. You proved the haters like myself wrong. Like,
I think everyone's surprised. I think the queens are surprised as well. They're like, what up, bitch? This bitch is
underestimated her.
Looks. She got a little tongue on her.
Right. She was killing it.
And she is actually smart too. She has a quick wit. I know she gets a little fumbly jumbly with her words and expressing herself, which I understand. I do that sometimes too. You know, but see, I'm doing it right now. But no, she actually does have a quick wit, and she's very clever, and we'll get into it more with the Snatch game, but her choices were very clever, and she's a smart girl. So somebody who wasn't really feeling Eureka's win, big surprise, the Vixen was rolling her eyes and saying stuff under her breath.
So unprofessional. Especially in front of the judges. In front of the judges, do not bring other people down to make yourself look good.
Well, that's gonna be
taking responsibility for your own look and your own performance. Don't try to bring Eureka down in the process.
Right. Well,
that's my thing.
So another big surprise with this epic episode was Bianca Del Rio being the special guest star, kind of popped into the workroom to surprise the girls and kind of give them some critiques along with Ru. I thought her advice was very good. Some of the girls listened, some did not. What did you guys think?
Well, if there's anyone you want advice from, it'd be Bianca, because she killed Judge Judy. So I loved it. I love seeing her back, because this bitch is paint. I mean, you go back to the season. Good. Yeah, you go back to the season, you're like, okay. Look, you go to this bitch was fucking painted. Oh yeah.
Updo and all the turquoise. I was like, damn, okay. Show these, and she looked slim and tight. Yeah.
Youth and beauty.
She looked good. She looked really good.
You're not on her season yet.
I don't know her. You're not. Oh.
She's working her way to that season.
Yeah, I'm on season 3 right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we recently got her to get in the game.
Yeah.
But she is watching this season, so.
Yes.
Yeah, but she actually watches Drag Race, unlike other people we brought on this show.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, girl, I'm tired. I've had a lot to say.
It's been a long
Look
weekend.
at Travis sipping.
Was that about the meat?
I have to cut this out, you know.
You won't. You already know you won't. You're loving it.
And she can talk.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh god.
Edwin's like, I'm just
Yeah, don't put me in
it.
When y'all get on Twitter, make sure y'all at them.
Oh my god. All right, well, let's just get into the performances. Snatch Game was really good, actually, I thought, this week. Again, it's been, the past couple of seasons hasn't been my favorite Snatch Games. I've been waiting, but I'd say a good, at least half of them did really well this episode, you know? Hey, that's better than some.
Yeah,
Sometimes you only get one or two. I was gonna say, I'd say about 4 girls are really good. First up, what did you guys think of Monique Hart as Maxine Waters?
Girl, this could have been so amazing, I feel like. I feel like there was so much to do with Miss Maxine Waters. And I don't know, I just think Monique Hart, she missed, it was a miss for me. Like, she missed the mark. Maybe she didn't do her enough research or what it came down to. Her mannerisms, and she just didn't necessarily make it funny.
Well, then, so I think who said, one of the judges, or Kate Upton said, it looks like she just Wikipedia the first few facts. And that was true. She didn't even know like what district she was from and all of these things. If this is a character you're gonna embody, I mean, you need to just do a quick reference check would do.
Bitch, she would not have my vote, that's for sure.
No, that was not good.
I'm good. Other. Because she just missed the mark, and not just that, like couldn't keep a straight face, and I get it. I get it. It's tough sometimes, bitch. But Mama Rue's making you chuckle, sis. Like that's not gonna be okay.
But it was funny though. It was funny, but it's you know.
Can I get Maxine, not Monique?
Right.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not gonna lie, it still made me laugh though. It's still entertaining because
it's still Monique and you love her.
There's always love in the heart.
It's true.
Facts are facts.
What did you guys think of Miss Cracker as Dorothy Parker? Any thoughts?
Miss Parker. Underwhelmed.
Girl, I was underwhelmed too, and I expected her to.
I know.
See, this is why did the queens that I fall in love with at the beginning do this?
I know.
All the time,
tuck her out in the middle.
I don't remember that one.
Nobody. I know.
I still ride for Miss Cracker. I don't give a fuck. I love her because I see she's like Monique. I see that fucking potential in there,
and the passion.
Who did she do again?
Dorothy Parker.
Who is that?
Correctly.
We just said it.
She's a writer, I believe.
See.
She had like a quick wit. I'm vaguely familiar, but not enough. I mean, it was a vague character. You know,
all the old gays are gonna be coming for me.
Right?
Y'all don't know who Dorothy.
All the ancient
queens are gonna be coming for me. You don't know who that is. Research.
Yes.
Y'all should do your own research.
Okay, but
or something.
I don't know. Usually, sometimes queens do an obscure reference or an obscure character, and it works really good. And sometimes it doesn't. I mean, she did the character because she said she related to it. She has that quick wit. It just didn't work in this instance. It just.
Is it weird that I think she would have done a good dresser?
Dresser. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I thought she
maybe more of a funny Jewish person with personality would have been.
Yeah, I think she would have done that.
But also, I will say, I watched season 2, their Snatch Game, and somebody did somebody who I didn't know, but it was so funny. So even if you don't know the person, you can still make it humorous.
Exactly.
And that's where the talent comes in.
That's the thing. She cracked. You know? Like,
she cracked.
No, like I just think she probably thought in her head like this is gonna slay, but she forgot how we needed to see it. You gotta translate it. Like it can all be all right in here, but you gotta. What are we gonna get out of this?
Right. What did you guys think of Asia O'Hara's Beyonce impression? They did warn her beforehand too that 3 other queens have attempted to do Beyonce, and
I feel like RuPaul was saying, "You must not know what I mean. You must not know what I mean."
Bitch. Here's my thing.
She's not comical.
First of all, queens, you have to understand.
Oh, God.
I need all these queens. Every queen that is out there in this world. Beyonce is one of those people that to impersonate, it's gonna take a lot more than just beating your face and making yourself look like her. I'm sorry. And on top of that, like, no, you know I love the queen, but she doesn't have like this big personality to work with.
That we see.
Yeah, it's like even like take Shangela for example. If anybody were to look like Beyonce, it would be Shangela.
Right. Yes.
But she knows, like, bitch, there's not really much you can do with Beyonce's personality.
You really have to be playing off of someone else, and you can't guarantee that you're gonna get things. And for me, Asia was probably the worst.
Yeah.
Actually,
no, there was someone worse. But
okay, well,
I know. I think we agree on this one.
The whole family.
Yeah, the whole family.
But
yeah, she was just fucking like too aggressive and mean. I was like, it was almost uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I think it many times it made the judges and the other cast a little uncomfortable. It was like, first of all, it's not Beyonce at all. Second of all, you're kind of cutting us off in a really angry, bitter way.
I wouldn't fuck with her.
Yeah, Beyonce's not like that. In real life, Beyonce's very like
maybe behind the scenes, we don't know, but exactly her public persona and what people know of her.
Right.
She could have incorporated dance moves. She could have, I don't know. She was just angry, and it did not work at all. It did not work at all. Well, what did you guys think of her daughter, the Vixen, as Blue Ivy?
Probably
what did you guys think? Yeah,
it was just bad.
That apple did not fall far from that tree, girl, because she sucked equally like her mother on that panel. It was bad. It was bad.
She thought it was such a great idea too.
It was just,
I'm gonna do Blue Ivy.
I didn't even understand in the beginning. I was like, what? Why?
She just wanted to play a bratty baby or bratty kid?
Oh, yeah, because all the memes and she just, I'm like...
And she said her face is so expressive. I was like, so you have nothing to say then? Yeah. If it's all gonna be face.
Have these people never seen Snatch Game? Like, it's the one thing. It is guaranteed always. I feel like there's almost no excuse not to have some kind of prepared character that you feel confident in.
You know who I think the Vixen should have done? Azealia Banks.
That would have been so on brand, I guess.
Kind of makes sense, you know, the Vixen was a fucking, you know, a kid, because she be acting childish.
Right.
Well, this episode, she pretty much stayed in character the whole episode, I guess, because she was acting incredibly immature. Oh my God. Well, most of the anger and frustration was directed at Eureka O'Hara, who decided to be Honey Boo Boo for her Snatch Game challenge, which last year at DragCon, we interviewed her and asked her.
We know you left a week earlier before Snatch Games, which I hate. What would you have been had you stayed?
Oh my God, I was gonna be Honey Boo Boo.
Oh my God.
Which would have been perfect.
Oh God, that would have been everything.
Dollar made me holla, Honey Boo Boo. Oh no, I got a new character now.
Even better, even better.
I wouldn't have told you if I was gonna do it.
Okay.
She did it.
No, I actually think she was planning to do Divine.
Yeah.
But when Ru, like, I think she was smart and she took their advice, like, bitch, do Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Which she slayed it. It was amazing.
Yes,
it
thinking
was
outside the box.
Yes.
Drawing pictures.
Right. I love the when she drew on her face, on her tummy.
And then the comedy like escalated each time, each answer. I was like, yes.
And she played so well off of everybody else. And
your mama.
The mannerisms, the hair flips, and the like. She did all her
trying on herself and just being the most. I'm like, bitch, you're just giving me pure comedy throughout the whole thing. Like she made a point. She stayed in character, and I was just like, bitch, I see you get it to her today.
Yes. She killed it. I had a feeling she would kill it at Snatch Game. You know, these are the kind of challenges she's been exceeding at the whole.
She had her go-go juice.
There you go. Same girl. Somebody else who killed it. Monet Exchange as Maya Angelou. So good. So good.
No, bitch, when she did that rhyme, when she did the poetry, she's like, cause I ain't no punk bitch.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Girl! The whole,
I lost it.
Yeah. Well, like that, she rise.
She was on point, and she was quick with her wit, in character. She played well off of other characters. I loved it. This is why I loved Monet Exchange at first, and she's been struggling a bit in the competition, but when she brings the comedy chops like this, I love it, and she embodied it, and like they pointed out, especially with Chi-Chi's Maya last season, it really just showed how you do it and how you kill a Snatch Game character.
Yes.
Yes, it was a struggle, but I'm not your average mogul. I came to play, and these bitches know I don't play.
There you go.
Because we've seen it done before by Chi-Chi, and
yeah. What did you guys think of Cameron Michaels as China, the wrestler?
I used to watch WWE, so I liked it.
Me too, bitch. That was my shit back
yeah.
in the day.
And I like the women wrestlers too back then because I didn't really relate to the guys. Yeah, I related to the women for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, bitch, because we wanted to look like them.
You wanted to be buff but beautiful.
Right. I was so blown away about how like Cameron Michaels literally had Chyna's voice.
The voice.
Yeah.
When she did it in the room, I was like,
perfect.
Perfect.
I feel like you could do it. Try.
Yeah! No, not James Mansfield, Chyna.
That is low-key. Wait, I can't even think how Chyna sounds like right
now. No, I'm just kidding.
They're
basically the same. It's fine.
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
totally. I'm just gonna go in there and try my best and win this match. That's not
no, but and
when she went down, she's like, testosterone. Bitch, that's another one. Miss Cameron Michaels, girl. I know I've been saying all I want to do is fuck you. And I still want to fuck you. But, bitch, you are killing it right now. You are fucking killing it. But I hate when they do this on the season, girl.
I know, but...
like, they start them off all boring. She don't get no goddamn confessionals. Like, you know what I mean?
But that might not be totally her fault. You know, editing, production, what made a better episode? Who knows? You know, but the important thing is she has brought looks the whole time, and now the past few weeks she is bringing character and personality. So she's kind of becoming the like the dark horse in the competition. Like gets a slow start and then builds up momentum. So we'll see. She's definitely not one to count out yet.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Yeah, it was a great character choice and she executed it well. Even though she was really worried about her performance. Like she was really nervous.
Yeah. Like, you know, I'm rooting for my muscle queen and I thought she did a great job. She could have had some better like hits, you know, but as far as like the look
overall, the character,
she definitely was safe material.
Yeah, for sure.
She was good.
Last but not least, we have the fantastic Miss Aquaria doing Melania Trump, which amazing,
Fucking amazing,
so clever.
She handed the box, the Tiffany box. Nobody said help me, bitch. I was done.
Yeah. Everything.
Miss Aquaria, bitch, come the fuck through. And you know what? I'm actually excited to see you at DragCon, girl, because I'm going to apologize to you. I'm going to say, bitch, I thought you sucked at first, but you be killing it, bitch.
Girl, she said she has security, don't try.
She's going to pay me. She's going to pay me. She's not going to be like Trinity. She's going to be like, who are you?
Oh, yeah. She's younger.
Don't do it, bitch. Hold on camera. We'll get it on camera, bitch, and we'll put it on our channel. Don't play.
Oh, no. But she killed it. The look was on point. All of the jokes. I love that she did something political. It worked way better than the other person who did something political. Head to toe, Aquaria, she slayed Snatch Game.
Yeah, sure, I agree.
She actually made me like Melania.
Same, I agree, girl. And I feel like, you know, out of all the ladies, she deserved to be first, for sure.
The first lady?
I got it.
I was like, hold on,
so back in the workroom after Snatch Game, they were all feeling a little shook. A lot of them didn't feel like they performed as strongly as they actually did. So the topic of politics comes up and how a lot of the queens use politics in their drag and how it's really important for us as a community to speak out about things, which we completely agree with, and we love the queens that have a political message. What did you think about how Monique kind of wants to stay clear of all of that?
I feel like she doesn't like to pander to that, like make money off of that. She wants it to be more of like just her talent in the shows versus her views, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like every fucking performer needs to fucking in their act, you know, have politics involved. As long as you're in your personal life, you know, sticking up for your beliefs, and as long as, you know, they're right, or at least in good manner, I'm for it.
So anyway, she tries to stay out of it, but something that I kind of caught that maybe I shouldn't be butthurt about, but the Vixen, who we've always followed and been really appreciative of her really wokeness and everything, and I do think that she holds that dear. You know, when she started talking about how much she profits off of it and all of that, I gave her a little bit of a stink eye, I think, because it just, I don't know, it rubbed me wrong a little bit.
They're probably like, wait, what do you mean, like, profiting on these guilty white folks, pretty much is what she's kind of saying.
Well, then you're, okay, and I'm just going to say real quick, as a white person who feels fairly woke with, you know, my beliefs and the way I look at the world. You know, you're kind of damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, if you called out and things like this. I'm not sure, I don't want no sympathy, I know white blah, but you know, when she says things like that, it's like people that do probably go to her shows probably do believe in what she's saying and are appreciative of her wokeness, of the message she's bringing, of, you know, all the things she's trying to spread. So, you know, for her to say that to her fans and the people that are supporting her, I just felt a little, it made me feel a little way.
You can't put all people in a box, you know what I mean? You can't judge a group just based on one person. Stereotypes or even hearsay, you know what I mean? Until you meet that person individually. I hate when people just put everyone in a box and like, oh, I hate that group. It's like, you can't, you gotta know, judge people individually on their character.
I appreciate where she's coming from, and I think it's important to have things like a Black Girls Magic show and whatnot. But it started, her attitude towards the other queens, and it is particularly towards the white queens, let's be real. Yeah. It seems like she's like subconsciously trying to demonize them. Like, and this goes back to what you're saying, Josh, like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It just seems like the vixen wants to fight with people in general. Like, she don't, it's starting
I'm sorry, did I say this the first episode of the season?
No, you're right. You're right. No, but here's the thing. I didn't get to see it. She didn't come out with this like this.
I get it.
And here's what I will say though. In Vixen's defense, I think it's probably coming from a place where the Vixen probably really genuinely has this like animosity towards white people based off of her experience growing up, and that's
fair.
And it's 100% fair.
I did touch base on that a little
bit.
Yeah. Like, you know, well, as far as her past experiences are the way she is right now. So I'm just saying, like, she's probably, and you know, just being. But if you are African American, you do know and you do realize growing up, you know, the justices and how unfair it is. But you can't take that out on people that are trying to actually be there for you and just fucking throw them under the bus really based on skin color, because that's actually what we're trying to get away from.
Right.
So
Exactly.
It is hard to take her serious when she's being that way, because I'm like, you can't be woke enough if you can't get outside of that thinking, like just to be like the demon, white people are demon, because it's. I'm sorry, I have white friends and people that I look up to that's like, you can't just do that to him because it's not fair. You're right, because he's an advocate. He's fucking, you know, Black Lives Matter. Like, this dude is woken. So when she did say that, I felt like, oh, like, that's not right for Josh, because like she would have gave you a few dollars at your show.
But no, but that's just how I feel, because I've been following Vixen, I think, for a long time personally, because I really do like and believe in a lot of the stuff that she's in. And we always said she was a contender for the show, and I understand, you know, that we're getting off topic a little with the race thing. We could talk all day, but it's a constant struggle. We as Outspoken, part of why we do this is to kind of be that middle ground, to bridge the gap, to say all people are a little bit wrong a little bit in the way that they're looking and handling things, and we can all bridge these gaps. And if we keep labeling each other and putting each other in boxes, no matter what color, if it's this, it's never gonna get better. We're never gonna understand each other.
You know what I mean? Before we even give them a shot, we're not, like you said, we're not getting anywhere. That's what it is. You're literally putting a wall here before you can even try to fix the problem.
And it's like, I want to say, I feel like she turns against anyone who's against her. It's not really a race thing for me.
Well, after
once we get to after she thought her fellow girls
she turned on them. She turned on them too. Just as hard as she would to anyone else.
She thought they were down for her just because
those are her friends, not because they're black.
But
I feel like she turned on them because they're supposed to be homegirls. Not because
well, it could be a little bit of that.
It was just the other black queens.
Well, I think because there's just camaraderie amongst black people, though. That's just how it always is. And I feel like it's like that on other seasons with Latinos too.
Yeah,
I watched season 2 and 3, and I feel like the Latinos put together like that too.
I agree with that.
But she's not wrong.
But it's not
wrong. You gotta give me the boost.
Okay, all right.
I got 3%, so can I get a little bit of your loyalty?
It's not wrong. I feel like people just
looking out for your own.
Not looking out, but like
that's what she's saying. You should have looked out for your own.
Because we're friends, not because you're black. I felt like she said we should look out for each other.
Any of the other queens?
Because they don't like. Because Aquaria and Miss Cracker, they don't like her. Because of her, not because she's black, I feel like.
Right.
I feel like they don't like her because of her attitude.
Because Vixen has this wall already against him, so she won't even let it get to that point.
Right, exactly.
That's what I'm getting at.
The white queens or?
The white queens. That's why she won't even let it get to that.
That's the way it does come across. Like, she don't, it comes across to me like Vixen doesn't really
like white people?
Yeah, I gotta be quite honest with that. Like, not even that she dislikes them, but I think she thinks that all white people are the problem, and she puts them all in the thing. I want to sit her down and be like, girl, you do know that there is white allies that actually support your movement and what you stand for. It's like
I love her Black Girl Magic show.
It's amazing, but I think she wants so bad to make it a black versus white thing, and that's the way it's coming across.
But that's
now.
Can you give me an example, like a specific example from this show where you've seen this, maybe?
Oh, I'll give you an example right now. Like,
I don't.
No, exactly. Her tweet just the other day. This is why I'm kind of glad that we we're doing this later. She flat out said, she said, wow, Eureka can defend herself against one vote, but I can't defend myself against three. This is your America. That was a race reference. She was referring to that.
Eureka's white tears and how y'all can take those.
Yeah.
That, whatever you call that tension is not because one's white and one's black. It's because one's better than the other.
Yes.
I really do believe that.
Tell Vixen that.
All right.
That.
Okay.
That tension,
this is very good.
Yeah.
But we have a lot more of this to get into. So save it because we got Untucked Untucked is coming, and then it gets even more real. So.
Oh, bitch, I thought we were Untucked already.
Okay.
All right, well, so the runway challenge this week, which I love because I love a good mermaid. Just in Time for a Mermaid was a mermaid challenge inspired by Bette Midler's classic mermaid performance.
Yes.
I thought a lot of the queens actually pretty much killed it with the looks. Yeah. What did you guys think of Monique Hart's mermaid look? Another kind of budget look, I think.
Bitch, I felt like I've done that look fucking in middle school. Just tank top, wrap my little legs in a blanket, doing a purple towel.
I know. I mean, might as well.
It just came across as low budget, and I get her story, and I get why now.
Right.
But it just didn't come across as like I'm trying to win a competition.
It was just, it kind of stood out, especially compared to the other queens in a negative way. Just compared
but that beat was
to
right.
all of. Well, her beat was great. Her beat's always good.
The hair match.
Right. The hair match.
Facts are facts.
That is true.
That's true.
I know we've been reading Vixen all this episode, but honestly, I thought Vixen looked really, really pretty as her mermaid in that wheelchair.
Right,
like, she looked beautiful.
She stuck with
okay. I mean,
she was pretty.
It wasn't the best, but it
wasn't. I didn't say all that, girl. But
okay, you're right.
They did kind of show the girl was a little awkward, and
just told her she had to say something nice.
Try to say one nice thing about everyone in an episode.
Do it again. Say something nice. The Vixen.
Oh, I got nothing right now, bro.
I thought
she looked pretty. Her beat was pretty.
Her beat was great, and she plays with the turquoise a lot, and it looks good on her. It's kind of a signature of hers, I think. But you know, little tailoring here and there. But overall, I think she looks really pretty. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. She fucking looked fishy for sure.
Definitely.
Wow. Yep.
So stupid.
Fucking Carrie. I cannot with her.
Oh, man.
What did you guys think of Asia O'Hara's kind of outside of the box?
It was bold,
face.
Bitch, you got away with not beating your face.
Yeah, it was bold, but
I
would have rather she had painted her face that way.
If it was like prosthetics that she did,
yes, I was thinking
put on
like
a mask.
Yeah, it's a mask. If you just a little like a gill or something.
That black lip.
And she looked like was she trying to do like Creature from the Black Lagoon type thing?
Like I love the idea of doing a re-imaged mermaid.
Same, I do like the idea.
But again, it goes back. Great idea. I like thinking outside the box, but then everything else was the bright and colorful. I don't know.
You see
it
what
was
it is? It's like the
a mask.
Vixen look is me before the club. Asia's me after.
Ooh, your mouth all stretched out.
Yeah, my beats here, my fucking eyeballs here, my fucking mouth is looking over there.
And
I guess she was trying to go for something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but that mask was one of the most off-putting looks in Drag Race that I can remember for me. I really had a reaction to the mask. I just didn't, it really turned me off. So, and I guess the rest of the outfit was okay, and I do love Asia O'Hara,
Beauty's
but
in the eye of the beholder.
It just wasn't, I did not like that mask at all.
And it was a mask. You have a really good point with that.
At least Valentina only had half a mask. And she painted, well, I'm just saying.
It was like, watch it, girl, don't step in that.
And then Nina, when she would do like a kind of a mask headpiece or something, but then she would still do makeup and
it was like a prosthetic type thing. Like she'd give you that, but she'd still give you.
But I did like her
face.
dress. I thought that.
Yeah, it was okay. I liked the dress, but it was just so. Everything was so disjointed for me.
Yeah.
It looked a mess. It looked like something that washed up to the sea, washed up on shore.
Yes.
Like,
oh, girl, she can't wash up. Those are one of those fish you find deep in the sea.
well, it should have stayed there.
Oh god.
Oh my god, she kind of did like those ones that glow in the dark.
Girl,
with the weird face.
You gotta go in the submarine.
It wasn't.
It wasn't cute, girl.
I didn't love it at all. What did you guys like? I really liked Miss Cracker's, the pink and the yellow.
Oh yeah,
it was beautiful. It was just a pretty mermaid, gorgeous. It looked expensive. It looked like it cost some money. The breastplate and everything, the pearls. She looked pretty. Same with Cameron Michaels. They had very like similar looks in that they just looked very pretty, perfect mermaid polished.
Cameron gave me like athletic mermaid. You know what I mean? She's like, bitch, I think I want to fucking start lifting, and she looks good.
She did look good. They both looked really pretty. I love both of their looks. They win their mermaid looks, but overall kind of safe because I think some of the other queens played with, you know, more interesting creative ideas and thought outside the box a little.
Which brings us to Monet. What did you think about her look? It was creative.
It was creative. I don't know.
I already know just from that. Creative, yes.
Yeah.
Creative, yes.
Again, I think it goes back to idea, not quite execution.
Like, was hers.
It was kind of like
she had that big like.
It was I got picked.
Oh, the King Triton type. Yeah. Oh, that one was.
Well, I thought she was supposed to be like kind of like, I thought it was a political take too. They mentioned that, like, I thought it was like a polluted ocean. I'm damaged. I'm cut. But she said she was like a warrior mermaid or something. I think. I don't know. It was okay. It was okay. I didn't like the wig.
Interpretation.
I didn't like the wig at all. I thought the wig was horrible. That's not mermaid hair or wig.
Yeah.
But
she's just giving me a warrior mermaid. I read it as soon as she walked in. I was like, all right, this bitch is ready to kick some tail, and I wasn't mad at it. Yeah.
She made up for it in the snatch game, bitch.
Oh yeah, exactly. Totally.
So I'm like, whatever, bitch. You can have the as long as. At least it wasn't like her past looks this season. Girl, she's had some epic fails.
Girl, I mean, I get, like, it may not have been your judge, but you can't lie, that tell was to the point.
Straight to the point, yep. What did you guys think of Eureka O'Hara's like bodysuit mermaid? Did you guys like
blood
it?
And the blood coming out.
And the blood and the.
It was cute.
It was cute.
I liked it. I really liked it too.
I really liked it.
It was, you know, she just didn't go for like glam, and
I
get you.
Yeah, I get tired of glam.
Easily want to go for that look,
but she still gave me glam. I felt like
dark glam.
Ursula,
right? It was what did she say? Like Ursula's cousin or something. Like another like an evil mermaid. But I liked it. She always looks great, and I know it was a little bodysuit-ish, and she does a lot of these bodysuits, but. They work really well on her figure.
Eureka plays to her strengths, bitch. I'm not mad at it.
She does. And,
keep doing it.
And I loved it. It was great. And last but not least was Aquaria killing it with the like high fashion, dripping with like tar, black latex, hair slicked back. I loved it. It was very high fashion. The blue tears. Did you love it? You said it was your favorite?
Hands down my favorite. It was my favorite.
Cool.
No one just like really like just blew me away on this.
You are so hard.
What would have impressed you as a mermaid?
No one just like really like blew it out of the water.
She can wait all fucking up. I got one for these. She's like, that's my one note.
But no one did. So no one killed it for you. I
Not just killed it. There's people that did good.
Yeah.
And that was.
I was not ready for this bitch to pull out a picture of her with her mermaid.
I know, man.
Like this is my mermaid.
That's what I was really going for.
Yeah.
Bitch, I thought she fucking killed it. I mean, it was just different from everyone else's. You know, no color except, you know, on her paint. I just thought it was art.
It was art.
Aquaria was giving me like Lady Gaga vibes with her mermaid look from, you know, the You and I video. The You and I video. Like she had that dark mermaid, like it
was, like a realistic, like, dark, artsy.
Yeah, it was everything. Aquaria's fucking killing it right now, bro. I can't even like.
Out of all these mermaids, she's like that cool one at the family reunion that's smoking a butt.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I'll be there in a minute before I get a plate. And I was just living. It was just so different from the other queens. And just, beautiful.
The way she dripped the latex on herself. It was great.
She got that drip drip.
Well, the judges agreed with us and thought that two of the strongest looks were Aquaria and Eureka O'Hara, which were top two, followed by Monet Exchange for the third place. I think it was because all three of them slayed the snatch game, and Eureka and Aquaria had pretty strong looks. Do you agree with those as the top three?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. For sure.
Especially because I feel like this episode particularly should really base it off Snatch Game.
This episode is so
it plays such a crucial role in Drag Race. Like I said, it really separates the bitches who are killing it from the bitches who are just filler queens.
It's true.
Like, I'm sorry, girl. Like,
can you call them at this point filler queens? If we're, I mean,
I can.
What is the topic?
I mean, look, we are just now. This was the halfway point. Snatch Game was the halfway point. 7 came, and now we're down to 7 again. So that Snatch Game literally separates, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
In theory, the best 7 and the worst 7 in the competition.
There will be some tough goodbyes though, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Going forward,
There's one that won't be tough. I'm waiting for that.
Ooh.
You know exactly.
All
I'm
right.
ready to-
Save it,
Girl,
we're
get
almost
off the
there.
shot.
We're almost there. The bottom 3 queens ended up being the Vixen, Asia O'Hara, and our girl Monique Hart, unfortunately.
All the black girls.
I know, I didn't like that. I always hate when it's like that, but they were the worst performing in the Snatch Game, and their looks were not as strong as some of the other queens. So you agree with those 3 being the weakest of the bunch?
I mean, yeah. Girl, they performed not the greatest as far as their Snatch games. And like, I can't,
Right.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, as if this episode wasn't epic enough with the library and Snatch Game, it was also the episode where Ru asked the infamous question that every queen dreads on the runway. Who should go home? Most of them said the Vixen. What did you guys think of most of the queens kind of saying Vixen was their choice?
Girl, I felt like they were keeping it 100, girl. Like,
based off the Snatch Game, yes. That would have been the correct answer, yeah.
Right.
I just think they didn't want a headache tomorrow.
Well,
I
mean,
you know what they got?
The noise.
Right.
They got a migraine instead.
I think what it was because, like you said, it was a perfect opportunity for them to be asked that question and to say the Vixen without feeling too much guilt because she did suck in the challenge.
Yeah.
Plus, it doesn't hurt that she's caused a lot of, you know, drama with people. So it would be maybe someone they would want as a distraction out of the competition. But, you know, surprisingly, Eureka actually said Asia O'Hara should go.
The biggest competition.
Which I don't believe that.
And Eureka's a pageant queen, so she knows what to say.
Right. That was the one thing.
Biggest competition.
I love Eureka, and especially this episode, but when she said she was her strongest competition, and it pans over to her with that ugly fish mask, I was like, girl, that is not why.
That's her biggest competition.
She didn't want to say,
opinion.
I agree.
She didn't want to say the Vixen because
the only one not to, and it didn't matter anyways because the Vixen said Eureka was her choice to go home.
And she doesn't really think that, I
Which
feel like.
is
No, she was just
doesn't.
upset.
Yeah.
What
do you
Jealousy
guys?
is not cute. It really isn't, Vixen.
Well, what do you think? She kind of went off, had like a little breakdown, and kind of not just told why she thinks Eureka should go home, but sort of personally
attacked her.
Almost started crying too.
Yeah,
She was like, her voice was shaking.
Yeah.
If I was Ru, when I'm on Yelp and I see 4 out of 5 stars, I'm buying it. You know what I mean? So if I was Ru, I would be like, there's a reason why these 4 out of 5 bitches want this girl to go home.
Right. And then her meltdown on the runway didn't probably help her cause because all the judges have been seeing so far from Eureka is killing every challenge. So even if she is a little difficult behind the scenes, that's not something they care about that much. And they never have in the past.
It's also, you know, people can blame editing and say all this fucking shit that they want about, well, you can make editing to, you know, you can edit in favor of one queen. Either way you put it, Eureka comes across, to me anyways, as a sweet, yeah, she may be loud. She seems like a fucking sweetheart. She's always trying to be one to lean on for all the other queens. And she even tried to do that to the Vixen. That's the part that really turned me off.
A couple of times, I think.
I'm sorry, like.
The beginning of the episode.
The beginning of the episode, she had a little olive branch saying how.
like, hey, look, I know you know, you're well-educated, you're passionate, you have a great heart, but you know, and she gave her some advice, and that's when Vixen went off. So you do see Eureka reaching out. And I have a lot of, I feel like me and Eureka are similar in a sense as far as like being too much but having a good heart. You know what I mean? Trying to really kind of just be that person and making people laugh. I feel like that's just something she likes to do.
Right.
And when you like that and you know, it does something for you, you can come across as annoying. But on the flip side, you know, you got to look at their heart. Like, they're just trying to be a good person. I just can't see someone just fucking being mean to Eureka like that.
And I don't see the things that a Vixen was accusing her of, calling her unprofessional and all this other. Girl, you're fucking hating. I'm so I love you, Vixen. I think you're an incredible entertainer, and I love what you stand for, especially coming from Chicago, bitch. But you crossed the line with that one. You attacked Eureka on
a personal level.
On a personal level,
out of spite, in front of the judges.
And when you do shit like that, I feel like you are. That's dangerous in itself for the movement that you're trying to put out there, girl. Because people are gonna be turned off by you. Like that no, that's not the way you do it. I'm sorry.
No, I agree with you. I feel like they will be turned off because what I was hoping was that she would take a little ownership.
Right.
You know, even like a year later, maybe she'll fucking realize like I was wrong a little bit. Because if you look back at the season, she's been telling everyone she's not gonna change herself. She is who she is.
Yeah.
But yet she is telling Eureka to change herself. She told Eureka how she just wasn't attacking her, that she was just giving her opinion. But then when those 4 queens told her that she should went home,
was their opinion
like she was being attacked.
She's such a hypocrite, which is what killed me this episode. Everything she said in all of her arguments was a contradiction to how she's behaved the rest of this episode.
You can't do that.
Coming for people and then saying, no, you're coming for me. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm just being myself. Well, Eureka's just being herself, and you hate, like, there's just so many contradictions.
I'll take it back. She kind of showed that she was the only one that wasn't following Eureka, because when she was trying to throw people under the bus, talking about, oh, y'all all said y'all didn't like Eureka.
They can't. They
Let me talk. Let me talk. Cameron Michaels.
That's when people are like, oh no, don't say. And then she was like, well, all of y'all have rolled your eyes or something.
Even Monique said it too. She's like, Monique was like, I never said that.
Please, when did
Cameron Michaels said that too.
Oh yeah, Cameron got a little sad. She's like, oh,
I never said that.
That never left my mouth.
Well, and then once she sort of turned against the other girl, once she came for her sisters and said they were disloyal, you know, I think she's sort of losing the few allies she still has
being
left
immature.
She's being very immature.
Them to stand up for her because they were friends.
Right.
And if you're a true friend, you're gonna let them know, hey, you're not doing it.
And that's exactly what Monique said.
Yes.
And Monique is very, very real, and she continues to be real, and I continue to love her. Well, the judges agreed with us and thought that 2 of the strongest looks were Aquaria and Eureka O'Hara, which were top 2, followed by Monet Exchange for the 3rd place. I think it was because all 3 of them slayed the Snatch game, and Eureka and Aquaria had pretty strong looks. Do you agree with those as the top 3?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. For sure.
Especially because I feel like this episode particularly should really base it off Snatch Game. This episode is so, it plays such a crucial role in Drag Race. Like I said, it really separates the bitches who are killing it from the bitches who are just filler queens.
That's true.
Like, I'm sorry, girl. Like,
can you call them at this point filler queens? If we're, I mean,
I can.
What is the topic?
I mean, look, we are just now. This was the halfway point. Snatch Game was the halfway point. 7 came, and now we're down to 7 again. So that Snatch Game literally separates, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
In theory, the best 7 and the worst 7 in the competition.
There will be some tough goodbyes, though, for sure.
Oh my gosh!
Going forward,
there's one that won't be tough.
I'm
waiting for that.
Ooh.
You know exactly.
Right. Save it, we're almost there. We're almost there. The bottom 3 queens ended up being the Vixen, Asia O'Hara, and our girl Monique Hart, unfortunately.
All the black girls.
I know, I didn't like that. I always hate when it's like that, but they were the worst performing in the Snatch Game, and their looks were not as strong as some of the other queens. So you agree with those 3 being the weakest of the bunch?
I mean, yeah, girl, they performed not the greatest as far as their Snatch games, and like I can't, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, as if this episode wasn't epic enough with the library and Snatch Game, it was also the episode where Ru asked the infamous question that every queen dreads on the runway: who should go home? Most of them said the Vixen. What did you guys think of most of the queens kind of saying Vixen was their choice?
Girl, I felt like they were keeping it 100, girl. Like,
based off the Snatch Game, yes, that would have been the correct answer. Yeah,
right.
I just think they didn't want a headache tomorrow.
Well,
I mean, you know what they got? The noise. Right. They got a migraine instead.
I think what it was because, like you said, it was a perfect opportunity for them to be asked that question and to say the Vixen without feeling too much guilt, because she did suck in the challenge.
Yeah.
Plus, it doesn't hurt that she's caused a lot of, you know, drama with people. So it would be maybe someone they would want as a distraction out of the competition. But, you know, surprisingly, Eureka actually said Asia O'Hara should go.
The biggest competition.
which I don't believe that.
And Eureka's a pageant queen, so she knows what to say.
Right. That was the one thing. I love Eureka, and especially this episode, but when she said she was her strongest competition, and it pans over to her with that ugly fish mask, I was like, girl, that is not why.
Her biggest competition.
She didn't want to say,
I agree.
She didn't want to say the Vixen because
the only one not to, and it didn't matter anyways because the Vixen said Eureka was her choice to go home.
And she doesn't really think that. I
feel
like
no,
she
was
just upset.
Yeah.
What do you Jealousy is not cute. It really isn't, Vixen.
Well, what do you think? She kind of went off, had like a little breakdown, and kind of not just told why she thinks Eureka should go home, but sort of personally
attacked her.
Almost started crying too.
Yeah.
She was like, her voice was shaking.
Yeah.
If I was Ru, when I'm on Yelp and I see 4 out of 5 stars, I'm buying it. You know what I mean? So if I was Ru, I would be like, there's a reason why these 4 out of 5 bitches want this girl to go home.
Right. And then her meltdown on the runway didn't probably help her cause because all the judges have been seeing so far from Eureka is killing every challenge. So even if she is a little difficult behind the scenes, that's not something they care about that much. And they never have in the past.
It's also, you know, people can blame editing and say all this fucking shit that they want about, well, you can make editing to, you know, you can edit in favor of one queen. Either way you put it, Eureka comes across, to me anyways, as a sweet, yeah, she may be loud. She seems like a fucking sweetheart. She's always trying to be one to lean on for all the other queens. And she even tried to do that to the Vixen. That's the part that really turned me off.
A couple of times, I think.
I'm sorry, like.
The beginning of the episode.
The beginning of the episode, she had a little olive branch saying how.
like, hey, look, I know, you know, you're well-educated, you're passionate, you have a great heart, but you know, and she gave her some advice, and that's when Vixen went off. So you do see Eureka reaching out. And I have I feel like me and Eureka are similar in a sense as far as like being too much but having a good heart. You know what I mean? Trying to really kind of just be that person and making people laugh. I feel like that's just something she likes to do.
Right.
And when you like that and you know, it does something for you, you can come across as annoying. But on the flip side, you know, you got to look at their heart. Like, they're just trying to be a good person. I just can't see someone just fucking being mean to Eureka like that.
And I don't see the things that a Vixen was accusing her of, calling her unprofessional and all this other. But girl, you're fucking hating. I'm so I love you, Vixen. I think you're an incredible entertainer, and I love what you stand for, especially coming from Chicago, bitch. But you crossed the line with that one. You attacked Eureka on a personal level. Out of spite,
in front of the judges.
And when you do shit like that, I feel like you are that's dangerous in itself for the movement that you're trying to put out there, girl. Because people are gonna be turned off by you. Like no, that's not the way you do it. I'm sorry.
No, I agree with you. I feel like they will be turned off because what I was hoping was that she would take a little ownership.
Right.
You know, even like a year later, maybe she'll fucking realize like, I was wrong a little bit. Because if you look back at the season, she's been telling everyone she's not going to change herself. She is who she is.
Yeah.
But yet she is telling Eureka to change herself. She told Eureka how she just wasn't attacking her, that she was just giving her opinion. But then when those 4 queens told her that she should have went home,
was their opinion
like she was being attacked.
She's such a hypocrite, which is what killed me this episode. Everything she said in all of her arguments was a contradiction to how she's behaved the rest of this episode.
You can't do that.
Coming for people and then saying, no, you're coming for me. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm just being myself. Well, Eureka's just being herself, and you hate, like, there's just so many contradictions.
I'll take it back. She kind of showed that she was the only one that wasn't following Eureka, because when she was trying to throw people under the bus, talking about, oh, y'all all said y'all didn't like Eureka.
They can't. They
let me talk. Let me talk. Cameron Michaels.
That's when people are like, oh no, don't say. And then she was like, well, all of y'all have rolled your eyes or something.
Even Monique said it too. She's like, Monique was like, I never said that.
Please, when did
Cameron Michaels said that too.
Oh yeah, Cameron got a little sad. She's like, oh,
I never said that.
That never left my mouth.
Well, and then once she sort of turned against the other girl, once she came for her sisters and said they were disloyal, you know, I think she's sort of losing the few allies she still has
being
left
immature.
She's being very immature.
Them to stand up for her because they were friends.
Right.
And if you're a true friend, you're gonna let them know, hey, you're not doing
And that's exactly what Monique said.
Yes.
And Monique is very, very real, and she continues to be real, and I continue to love her. And she, you know, she tried to get her together a little bit too, but I think they all sort of realized it's not worth it, girl. Go have your tantrum.
Asia was like, I'm sorry, girl, I just felt like you hit your plateau. I'm just like, Well, girl,
use it to motivate you.
It's a competition.
Yeah.
Like, come on. They had to say someone. They're not gonna say Eureka when she won the last 2 challenges and was in the top this week and almost won. Like, of course not. Ugh.
It was she has a personal vendetta with Eureka.
I know.
Point blank period. Like, and that's fine. You don't have to like her personality, girl. But you attacked her out of jealousy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Point blank period.
We also didn't talk about how Monique got a little like while she was getting judged. She was like, "Well, I just feel like y'all not feeling me."
She did get a little sassy.
And then Michelle was like, "Well, girl, this is a competition. We're here to judge."
Right.
Even Mama Ru was like, "Why did she get so defensive?" Like, this is
I
what
like.
we do.
And who said? I think someone said later. I don't know if the girls were there still, or maybe when they were deliberating, they said something like, "We give you these critiques. We're not trying to be a bitch. We're trying to get you to improve your game, to try to, we want the best for you. We see talent in you. We're judging you. We're guiding you. We want the best. It's not a personal attack. We're not trying to tear apart your drag. We're just trying to give you the tools to succeed in this industry and be your, reach your full potential." And it's hard. No one likes critique. No one likes to be judged, but you gotta get a thick skin.
Because this is a big ass opportunity. You have to put all that shit aside and be like, I'm fucking humble, and you really do have to come in this being humble and not sizing yourself up. Just bring your A game, have confidence, but don't get cocky to where you feel like you're not untouchable because it's a competition.
Exactly.
You are gonna get critiqued.
Right.
By me even.
Right.
Back on the runway, it was revealed that Aquaria was the winner of the week. No surprise there. She slayed it as Melania, and her mermaid was amazing. I really thought it could have gone either way with her and Eureka, to be honest. She could have been a contender for the winner of the week too, for sure. I think her snatch game was so strong. So the 3 of them killed it. Aquaria won.
She won.
And
I feel like out of all the queens, I would.
I want to play that part again when she did Maya Angelou. I ain't no punk bitch.
Those 3 especially. Those 3 snatch games lived for all 3 of them this week. Amazing.
I believe she should. I mean, Aquaria won, bitch, and I believe she deserved it. Out of all the girls, I would have awarded her.
Kind of feel like I gave it to her because Eureka's won so much.
I almost did too. I almost thought right.
Eureka's won so much, so like, let's give it to someone
I thought they
I really do.
I do think that it was like
her runway was way better than Eureka's. I love Eureka's, but
her runway was better.
Not her snatch.
But I was gonna say,
so if you put the scores together, I'm sorry, baby.
I think it just narrowly beat out. I think they liked Eureka's snatch game slightly better, but overall with the look and the snatch game and the fact that Eureka did just win the last 2 weeks.
Right.
Whatever. I don't want to take that away. Aquaria killed it.
It was still, your Melania was everything, girl.
Yeah, of all the girls, I would have awarded her legs.
Right.
Wow. You win, bitch.
All right.
You win, bitch.
No.
Well,
No.
Okay, bitch. Y'all loved it though, right?
They love anything you do, bitch, as long as you give up that puss, girl.
Monday through Friday.
Gotta have a day off. Day or 2 to recover.
Can a bitch recoup?
Well, it was no surprise also that the Vixen and Monique were the 2 to lip sync for their life.
Right.
What did you think of that final lip sync between the 2 of them?
Well, the Vixen killed it. She did a very good lip sync.
I will say that.
She killed it.
Yeah.
And I will say, giving it all the reading, Vixen, you are a lip sync assassin.
She is.
I've been watching your performances since before this season ever aired, when we heard the rumors about you being on there. So I know this bitch can perform her ass off.
So stay in that bottom 2.
Yeah, right. Well, who do you think could take her down, if ever, though? Who do you think could take her down?
Eureka?
I'm
joking.
All right.
Who could take her down?
There's a few that I feel like could.
Who? Asia?
No, not even. Eureka can lip sync her ass off. I
don't know if she can take her down. I will say that.
Cameron can lip sync. I've seen her.
Oh, yeah, Cameron.
Who?
Cameron. We'll find.
The only reason why you're not seeing is because these queens are doing so good that they're
haven't had the
opportunity. But I've seen some like performances online where these bitches are killing it. And again, I think a lot of times it has to do with what song they're performing. It really does.
That's true.
It also has to do if you know the damn words.
Monique.
So let's get to Monique's part of the performance. Right away, her wig fell off. And she did.
I thought she took it off herself.
I think it started to fall off, so she just
took it the
rest of the way off. And then there's already a meme. I'll show you guys. It's so funny because it's like she pretends like she meant to take it off, and then does like a little move, but it's so awkward. There's a meme of it. We'll look at it. But it's. And then she didn't know the words, and it was pretty obvious that she didn't know any of the words. And
you know what though?
Even
though she didn't know the words, I will say my girl Monique Hart was fighting, bitch.
She was fighting.
Really trying. She's like, even though I don't know the words, bitch, I'm gonna attempt to do these messy cartwheels and whatever.
More like tumbling, but...
But she did something.
I can't. Monique is one of those people like
you can't hate. You just want to love her.
I love her.
I know. What did you think?
She's capable of better.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I think she was thrown off a little. I think she.
I don't know what happened this week. That was the wrong week to be off.
Right? It was the wrong week to be off, and she paid the price. So.
No, I can't believe. I'm sorry. You have to at least know the words. And my girl Valentina is the only girl that can do that. I'm sorry.
But she was trying to like tumble and flip and kind of like do some kicks and then
I just have this thing, girl. I get really annoyed when queens take their wigs off. Unless there's another wig or their shoes. And if there's no wig underneath or
no
rose petals or something,
or it's not done tastefully or emotionally or
it's not cute. Yeah. No, I'm sorry.
I think it got like snagged on one of her cheap mermaid sequins and it kind of started to rip off and shit.
That's the only thing I want to see come off a queen is a tuck.
Oh, all right. Bitch, like you like the unveiling, like a fruit roll up or something.
Oh, it actually comes out more like.
Oh my God. Well, we are definitely gonna miss Monique Hart. It's really sad to see her go.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on Monique?
I will say this. Can I just share? Monique Hart came to my job, girl, but I missed her.
Oh, she did.
Dear Monique, if you're watching this, I know that you stayed. I'm not gonna say where you stayed.
Okay, wait. Huh? How did she afford her hotel? She can't even afford a damn outfit.
Girl, it's after the season. They make a lot of money up from the seasons, girl. I know that for a fact. But she came and one of my coworkers told me, they were like, John, you missed it. Monique Hart was here. And I was like, bitch, really? I wanted to see her. Bitch, but yeah. Come back, Monique. I'll get you an amenity, girl.
Congratulations again to Aquaria. She slayed this episode. She continues to slay. As you guys also know, DragCon is this weekend. In a few days, we're super excited. Hopefully, we're gonna see some of you guys there. I don't know if any of you are showing up, but we're gonna be there all 3 days. We've got our press passes. It's gonna be fun. Are you guys pumped? Excited?
Pumped, bitch. Like Cameron Michaels.
Girl, okay. I'm a little scared too, bitch, because I know these queens, girl. Y'all are sensitive ass bitches, girl.
I know. We're a little nervous
doing
again. And now we're another year in of shading queens.
You're an artist. You know how it is to be sensitive against your art.
Right.
You get it.
I get it. Let us know if there's any queens you guys really want us to see, any questions you guys really want us to ask. We're gonna go in on a few of them respectfully, of course, because we do respect all of these queens. And
Calm down, Tara. We're going in on some of them.
What date did she say not to show up?
I know. All right, that part.
I'm joking.
Oh my God. Anyways, but we're really excited about DragCon, and we're gonna have a bunch of good stuff. So we might be a little late with next week's episode for sure. We might have to do a 2 for the week after because we are booked this weekend. It's gonna be crazy. If any of you guys are in LA for DragCon, we'd love to see you, love to party with you. Come say hi to us. We always love meeting new people, and we're really looking forward to meting some of the fans and drag fans.
Come say hey, sis. That's what we're saying, girl.
Buy us a drink.
Oh.
Because we ain't got coins.
We're the Monique Hart of YouTube shows, okay?
We really are, girl. That's why we identify with her.
I love her. I'm gonna really miss her. She'll probably get Miss Congeniality. She thinks, or favorite or something.
Oh,
just because she's a sweetheart. I don't know.
Favorite is Miss Vanjie.
I know. She's still.
Y'all use my name all season.
Oh yeah, I know. Vanjie need a check.
A check.
A spin-off.
Residuals. Every time you say my damn name, I get $1,000.
They brought it up again.
I know. Every episode.
RuPaul said, when she hit that walk.
Because they loved it. As usual, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Thanks again to Edwin for filling in.
Thank you for having me.
I was gonna say you got a lot of fans.
I got a lot of fans.
This handsome smile.
Thank you.
Smile.
But it really is the lighting. They have really good lighting, so it makes you look good.
Girl, you got it, sis. You got it.
Don't be modest.
Thank you.
Alrighty, you guys, that is a wrap up of this episode, our review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10. You guys know the drill. Get down there, like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you bitches later.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
But I mean, in all fairness, Violet Chachki did win her season, so you can suck at Snatch Game and still win.
Chachki what?
Exactly, you don't remember her Snatch Game because it was so bad, girl.
I don't.
She kind of went with blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, y'all, sorry.
No,
See?
you're good.
I'm having an aquarium moment.
Let me go turn that off.
Wow.
You cute.
Wow.
You're fired. No, just kidding.
We're gonna need a Brian 3. His phone.
Okay.
So Bianca. Oh my goodness.
You got
Sorry.
it.
Sorry. Let me have one more
Can you
drink
just
of
run
this
into
real
the
quick.
freezer and grab that other Red Bull
No.
really quick, please?
Of course,
Okay.
sis.
Little
break.
Red leather,
I want that
yellow
to be in the
leather.
bloopers. That
Red
could
leather,
you run?
yellow leather.
No. Rosario, could you run? Rosario! I'm joking.
Rosario, babe. Rosario.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, damn, that got cold quick.
Like your heart.
Oh.
She ain't lying, bitch. She's a cold-hearted snake.
Just ask Aja.
now. It's Cher, baby.
Oh,
That was
that's
that
next
shit.
week.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know
that's
what
this
that
week.
was.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. Save it for
That was
next
like-
week. We're expect all the Cher puns. You have a Cher wig at home?
She might. I don't know what that
No, I don't know what that was either. Let's not.
Everybody's gonna think I'm the biggest drag chaser in the world.
Uh-oh.
I have a crush on Miss Cracker Girl. I think she's so adorable.
The boy, yeah.
The boy,
Yeah,
I mean,
me
even
too.
as a girl, she's gorgeous, but
Yeah.
the boy, Miss Cracker,
Same.
to me is so
Right?
Isn't
Yeah,
she
he's very cute. He's very,
And
very
I mean, not to sound like a total fucking horn dog slut,
Yeah.
but like her little body and like how it's like muscular, like she's like, bitch, she gives you body.
You're giving me like top vibes.
Alright, so-
Let me
It's just
find
a little bit.
out.
So are you gonna
once
be
in a
able
while.
to? Are you gonna be able to interview her at DragCon without getting a little,
Excited?
you know,
A little aroused? I don't know, girl.
Sorry. Okay.
Surprisingly, Yuka stayed afloat this challenge, and
She always says a flower.
Wow.
it didn't work.
That's
And, like,
okay.
You know, I got what it was.
I know,
Yeah.
but I guess it was kind of funny, but
We'll keep it.